Do-rag wisdom, folks, and today, Earth date, Y2K 17.05.29, Memorial Day. More significant now than ever before because the birther bastard Trump Putin is going to expand all the wars, and he's been expanding the wars that we already are dealing with, because after all, he needs the distraction from his criminal behavior and the criminal behavior of his party. Today's broadcast is dedicated to Jeff Cott. Jeff Cott is a visitor to my site and makes a lot of great comments. And again, he's not a sycophant. I don't expect him to agree, or anybody who comes to my site to agree with everything I say. There's a lot of stuff I'm sure you folks don't agree with, but that's the point of free speech and free thought in our free society. And Jeff, if you're out there and you're watching this broadcast is dedicated to you. Angela Merkel, I consider her the new leader of the free world. And any other of the European leaders, or the leader of Canada, the leader of Australia, anyone that has the courage, has the spine to stand up to the birther bastard slob. And he is a slob. Did you see how he behaved on his tour, and some of the crap, the inane crap that he tweeted out? I mean, this is one of the dumbest morons we've ever had as a leader of this so-called leader of our country, and it's embarrassing. Did you see the way this creep pushed his way past? He pushed his way past the Montenegro president, and he stood in front of him and he did this with his tie. And I think J.K. Rowling called him a pathetic little man, and I don't even think he's a man. He's more like a little boy inside of a man's body. And it's an ugly man, by the way. And I know ugliness because as some of my detractors on this site say, man, that's a face that not even my mother would love. In any event, thinking about what happened with Angela Merkel and the fact that she's come out and said that Europe can no longer depend on the United States, which is a statement that has far-reaching consequences. She is one of those people who isn't dumbing down perversion, dumbing down behavior that is absolutely inappropriate for any world leader. I don't normalize anything this creep is doing, and there's a lot of people in this country who do not normalize what this creep is doing, do not accept that he's breaking our laws, flagrantly breaking our laws, and trying to bring Putin in here to be our next president. I intend to write some letters to the presidents of our democratic world leaders, and this is a project, many projects I have to work on. And in this letter, and I'm just thinking it up now, and I've been thinking about what I'm going to write to these folks. Angela Merkel, Australia, any place that this creep has gone and insulted people. Any country, any democratic country that's part of our NATO alliance. I want to write to these people, introduce myself, and I want to tell them, you know, I'm a very, very happy American. I believe that my country, America, is one of the greatest countries, one of the most unique places on the planet. And you know, our country has been evolving, and it's still evolving toward what I call pure democracy. But there's always these people standing in the way. So if I'm writing to these European leaders, I will say that we're still working very, very hard to become a totally democratic country. Right now we're a constitutional democratic republic with a two-party system. And I will tell them that we become complacent in this country. Too much watching reality, quote-unquote, reality TV. Too much Dancing with the Stars and Big Brother and Survivor and all the other crap. We work very hard. Many of us don't vote because we're working. In our country, Election day is not a holiday. So we claim that we're a democratic country. We claim that we stand for freedom, and yet people have to find time during their 8-hour workday, their 40-hour work week, to go and vote. And of course, we're working really hard to try to make this country a country where everybody has the right to vote and an easy time to vote. But we have a party that's infested with totalitarianism, a country that that unfortunately is under attack now by the forces of totalitarian evil, as embodied by this creep Putin and other dictators, which this creep Trump admires. See, he doesn't admire our allies, he admires our dictators. This is all the stuff I'm going to tell these European leaders. Please, European leaders, don't hold it against us that this happened. I understand that why you would, but please understand that 50% of us did not vote, and the other half of our country that did, we're like not together and understanding what a democratic society is all about, unfortunately. And because of our complacency and irresponsibility, we didn't vote, some of us 50%, and this creep came in. It's a fluke. It should have never happened, but it did. And I want to apologize to all the world leaders who this creep has insulted. And I want to assure all of you that we're working here, the resistance here, to undermine, to fight, to rebel against, and to kick out of office in the most legal way we can one of the worst pernicious cancers we've had in our government. And once we get rid of him, European leaders, we're going to work on getting rid of the other right-wing fascist morons and religious extremists whose dedication to our world is to undermine it. Please, European leaders, give us another chance. Let us prove to you that we're not stupid morons.